Hello, hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today is the flip through of this great big butterfly journal. I just got done putting the buttons on. That's a tedious task. Try to get them in all the little spots and still have the butterfly looking like it's still there, you know. Well, it's that 5 signature butterfly journal that had done a previous one, and that one sold. And then I did this one with the leftovers of what was left in the Kirby Teasdale book. That was a Hobby Lobby paper pad that I got a while back, and I don't even know if they have it anymore, to tell you the truth. This is the Perspective Butterfly, the Tim Holtz die cut, that real big one. And I did it with Lost Shadow, or it's one of those sprays. I think I mentioned it in a previous video. It's one of those mica sprays. So it's nice and glittery. See, it sheens. Um, so I thought that would go good with all the flying butterflies. And these are all like white, off-white, some yellowy. I have one that had a gold. It was like a shank button. Cut the shank off so you could see. A few of them still have the thread in there. They were really old buttons Mom gave me out of a jar. And some of them may be the pearlized buttons. I know there's a few of those on here. All right. And then I did go down the crack here with a speckled egg distress paint. I didn't want you to be able to see that white and the cardboard look, so I thought that went really well with the different colors I have here. I do have a doily behind here that I dipped in like both speckled egg and salvage patina. I decided not to put anything up here. I was talking about maybe putting an upper tuck kind of a thing there, but I decided it has enough in it because it's just sitting flush now. Maybe a little overflush. So, yeah, it's quite full. So here's the opening signature. I also did the hidden spine with the same paper. So it all combined. I put that little bit of lace in here. Probably seen me mention that earlier on. And then we get in here. And I had made this for a challenge. I think I showed you all of this in a previous video, what I was going to put in here. I really loved how this turned out. This is an index card. And then I sprayed it or dipped it or something, and then I went over it with one of those Tim Holtz stamps in gold embossing. And I loved it. Well, here's the background. It's got like a sticker, a clear sticker vellum thingy from Hobby Lobby. That one isn't there anymore. I was just down there the other day, and it's not there. Like, I guess it didn't sell enough. I have some stamping, some stenciling. I got in here with some of the scrapbook paper from, what is that called? This one, Butterfly Study. It's from the Michaels. It's one of those $5 specials. So, came in handy. I needed a little bit more in each one of my signatures, and that did the trick because it gave me more pockets. I did not fill every pocket. You don't have to. You don't have to fill every pocket. You can leave that for the recipient to do. They may want to put something in there. See, I've got one here, and I did not fill it. Got some vellum, Tim Holtz vellum, because you know what I'm always saying, that Tim Holtz vellum is so dark you can't see it. So I like to put it in here against a lighter page. And, excuse my fingers, I did some dyeing today. I'll show you that in a future video. But I do have some papers at the end to show you. So thank you for coming to visit and to get some ideas and some inspiration and all of those good things. And I really appreciate you. Thank you. This is the Perspective Butterfly, the cutout that was left over, and I did some bundled sage, I believe it was, oxide, and I went through that stencil. I made it a stencil, actually. This is from Woodland Silver on Etsy, and this is her Wildflowers kit, one of them. She's got about 3 or 4, so it's worth getting on there and looking. This one is one I used quite a bit because I just loved it. And look how well it goes with the Kirby Teasdale papers. So that one I also made into a pocket. And this was a little journal card that I'd made with scraps from a stamp period pad. I do have some washi in here that I decorated a few of the pages up with. This paper is from Wonders by Wink on Etsy. And this is her Eco Die kit. And I really wanted an Eco Die paper in here because this was sort of I was emulating, I think her name's Anne Green. She had a little paper, I'm sorry, a journal that she did. Now, I didn't put anything in this one. I did have it, and I did some jumbling. And that one ended up not having anything. This is some of the crinkled paper. That's similar to what I'm going to show you that I made yesterday. Here's some leaf paper that I made one time, oddly enough. I did some stamping here. You could see through to the other side. So I stamped it on that side too. So now it looks like it's in the foreground and the aft ground. Is that a word, aft ground? All right, here are some, this little paper here was from some type of a notebook pad that I had. So it had these, oh gosh, what do you call those? Phrases in it. So quotes, that's it, quotes. So I just picked out a few of those with the little bees because it went with the bees and the butterflies and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't quite sure if this actually matched everything here, but I put it in there anyway. I did some stamping. I did some stenciling. This was a yeah, a video I did. I think one of the, like the last one when I was doing the gluing in of some of the pockets and things, I have a whole list in the description box. That how I did this is in there, and quite a few of this other stuff is in there. So if you wanted to see the video on how I made certain things in here, that's where to go. I might even try to link that in the description box down here. So we have some stickers that somebody gave me, and maybe probably Tommy, but I was using up all these leftover scraps that came from the papers that's in here. Like this one, it's not here, but you'll see it later on. I'd made a pocket out of it, and this little pieces and parts, and I just kind of stuck them together. This here I didn't add any more to, but it's got 1, 2, 3 pockets. So, you know, oh, 4. 4 pockets. So you got plenty of room to stash little things. This one didn't get anything. Whoopsie. So I did the same thing. Used all these little scraps. I have some vellum on there. A little cutout of a leaf. And my usual little assortment up here at the top. I think Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy gave me a bunch of these one time, and I thought, oh gosh, those are perfect for in here, especially these little tiny spots. I think this is all it is. It's 4 pockets. I wondered why I called it a 4 pocket. But yeah, there's a little pocket down below and a big pocket above. Now this wraps around your page. There's another one here and here. And then you have a little flip out that has some stuff on it. And there's a pocket there. Oh, it actually has something in it, sorry. And here's the other side of that crumple paper. This is my pokeberry pink paper because it's made from pokeberry berries. Some more of the Eco. And this was just some leftover from another paper pad I've got. But this was some washi and another one of those little kind of card pocket situations. Now this, I took the Perspective Butterfly and I did a spray through here so you can kind of see him. He sometimes goes away depending on how the mica spray is working. I think this is Wicked Elixir. It was a really pretty green, and I thought it went so well with these colors. Some more vellum. Another pocket that's unfilled. and Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy also sent me those. I didn't even put anything in these slots. Let me pull a couple of little tags out of here. Let's see. Do I have some tags? I thought I had a bunch of tags. But they've got all these little spots here. There's no purple on this page, so that doesn't really work. But yeah. maybe this one, just so they got an idea that there's actually something there. I'll come back in here and fix it. It needs something in it, though. And then I made a tuck, and this is one of, what do you call this thing? A peekaboo pocket? It was something, some kind of weird name. But of course, it's in that description box, where I'll probably link it below, so you can go over there to find out what that is. Here is the second signature starting. And some of these I put little belly bands on. There's another pretty wildflower page. And this was a pocket over here. And some you can write in here wherever you want. There's some more stenciling here. This was some vellum sticker things that I'd been waiting on. And, you know, I don't know that they turned out to what I wanted them to be. But it is pretty. It goes really well here. Alright, here is a pocket that I made as a journal card, and I decided I wanted it to be a pocket, and then I put some washi above it. Here is a stamp on some music paper, just to give me some variation in sizes. Another quote. And then here we have some more, I made two versions. I did a pink and a yellow that one time. And then over here, I could not figure out where to put this. This is what I called a tunnel tag. So what happens is the little, the brad helps spin it. And then you get all the way to the back where you've got a pretty scene or something. And then you can write all over the back side of it. And I've made different versions. I have fairies and I had butterflies. And I think I had one with toadstools. But, yeah, they were really fun to do. I kind of got inspired, I think, by Natasha at Treasure Book. She was doing tunnel this and tunnel that one time. And I put that on there and I didn't even pin it to the page. But I got these at Dollar Tree, and I have not found them ever again, so I'm really stingy about using them. But this color here, because I had a purple butterfly and the pink rose stencil and the stamp over here, I thought that went well together. And then my favorite silver paper. I love this silverware. I just love it. Okay, this one has a scrap tuck that I made, and this is napkin with a little bit of a stencil I did with some gesso. And then we have just got a lot of pages in here. Got lots and lots of pages. I didn't even count them, so I wouldn't even know what to tell you. I like this combination. That went together really well. Now this is a flip out. This, of course, is another napkin and some stamping that I did. I got Thinking of You. And this is on an envelope. And I have a doily over here that I stamped a butterfly on. And it has, can I get it out? I think Miss Kyung sent this to me. Because I think I put another piece further back that she sent me that has a purple thistle, which is one of my favorites. But I gave it up for this book. And here we go. And this, I made a tuck out of the other side, the flat part. So we have that there. This has a little bird on it. And then I have a tuck here with some trees and things, since it's sort of a garden theme. More stenciling. Here is a pocket. Up here with... I thought this color may go with that, so I just kind of was pulling some spare things out. Another belly band. And here are two views of the wildflower kit. Here's the... oh, it wasn't the purple thistle. It was something else. I must have kept the thistle. I liked it. This is one of a couple of scrap pieces of the Kirby Teasdale, and I created these kind of pocket systems out of it. And here's another one. This is just plain where I could write, and then I got a couple things in this pocket here. I put my, I called these a correspondence cluster. And I really had fun making them. I was just kind of scrappy things, and I had a stamp behind here, and this was a scrapbook page, and I cut out these big stamps that was on it. But the thing was, I stamped this butterfly in this blue. That thing went right through. You can still see a little bit of it, but not enough. I thought this pulled your eye away from it. But it was one of my big new stamps that I got from Tim Holtz, and it has collection of specimens. It's going to be perfect in my specimen journal. Got to get started on that now that I've got this out of the way. This is a, what is that? It's not a guest check. It was something I think I got at Walmart, and everybody was using all of those different tags. So I just kind of spray that one up. Now this is where I was using the masking paper that I've recently shown you how to use. And I had all these different size butterflies. And what you do is you started at the bottom, and you stamped him, and then you stamped a mask of the same butterfly, and then you covered him. Then you did the next butterfly and did the same thing. So the tail pieces of his tail did not get over onto this butterfly because of the mask system. And see, you can see it all the way up. And then I must have used some alcohol markers or something to color this up. But I did not ever do a video on this. I think I've seen other people do it. But it's a two-sided tuck. And I did it on this side, and I did it on that side. And it was like one piece of paper, and then I kind of glued the butterflies onto it after I did this little stamping and stuff. So there's what is that? That's just stamping and some Tim Holtz like stencil and things, sprays. But yeah, I might have to revisit this and do it, but it makes a cool little stick out tucky thing. See? Well, see, I thought it was really different. I think back then I was just coming up with stuff off the top of my head, not realizing that somebody else may have already came up with it. I hadn't seen them do it. I just was thinking of it myself. So this is just a little tag to go in here just so they could see there's a couple of spots and places to put things. I might stick it right there. But it had butterflies on it and a few little other goodies. This is cute. In your garden, you always have bird nests. And then I made a tuck here out of these little scraps. Have stenciling and stamping on here. Another quote. I have a little stamp over here. I think I put this in upside down. It's actually the other way. And that's another piece of that leaf fabric, or not fabric, leaf paper that I made. This is another tuck. On all these papers, I needed something because I kind of had left the bottom sort of plain, or the corner here was plain. You'll see I gave up on that on the last signature. Another stamp there. This is a bird from the Tim Holtz vellum. But yeah, you have plenty places to write in here. And more of my different stenciling and stamps. And you didn't see it as bad over here, so I didn't worry about it. Now, this is a pocket that I made. It was a piece of paper from scrapbooking for me. Now, this is one of those, was it T crossover, I think, fold out something, or yeah, T. If you find T crossover, you'll know. There is the little pocket. That could have been a pocket, but I just gave up on it. That could have been as well, but I wanted to have a little bit of room for writing. And then you kind of tuck that up underneath the butterfly, and there you go. I did have a little trouble at first figuring out where to glue that butterfly in the video. Another little pocket that I made, and it's got a pretty back, so I didn't do anything else. Here's another little side tucky kind of situation with scraps. As you can see, they're all different. And then you'll see it on the other side over here too. Oh, maybe it was back there. But yeah, I don't let a scrap get away from me when I could use it for a pocket. And there was another one of these that's a piece from, I can't remember the name of that Stamperia pad, but it's beautiful. Maybe it's Dream. Here's another pocket. I made a little belly band. And this little guy is my butterfly specimen slides, I think I called them. Because see the black spots? I was thinking it looked like a big slide. And they do have a punch that does that. And you get different sizes of it. I just don't have one. Now, these little extra pieces, usually when I cut a 12 by 12, I'll cut one side, the top off. Let's say the top, because I do a 9 by, or 8.5 by 11. I'm cutting an 8.5 by 11. So I'm cutting the top off, which is usually 3, or 2.5, something like that. You know me and my math. And then I'll come back on the side and cut the inch off to make it 11 from a 12. So I always have these extra strips, and they're cut just perfect for the pages. So I made it a tuck this time. I actually glued 2 together on both of these sides. And then I just kind of tucked something in there that kind of went with the page colors. And this is some more Tim Holtz paper, vellum. And this was a really, really well-received little thing that I made. It's got book page, and then it had these stickers, these sticker packs you can get at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, you know. And I did have a little bit of those vellum stickers from Hobby Lobby in here, and a little bit of washi tape. A little scrap paper. It's got a little bit of everything. And then the inside was like the leftovers from the actual package. Because on the back, you'll have all these little pieces left. So I was using every bit of it. And then it goes really well with these colors here. That's why I put him here, because of the browns. And then we have another pocket, another stamp over here with the quote. And I did my favorite dragonfly one over here. And then I found this tag. I think it was from Tommy, Paper Crafting Miss Tommy. And this just scrap pocket, I mean. And she gave me these butterflies too, I believe, at one point. Here I have another well-received pocket that I made with the book page and those vellum stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I had used all of these in a pad. Instead of making a pocket or something out of them, I just made a pad with them. And, you know, put a little bit on the top here, and it had butterflies. There's lots and lots that you can do with your scraps that are, you know, if you're cutting things down. Now, this is quite bulky. It's a little bulkier than what I should have put in here. These are those, what did I call them? Coaster, something coaster. I can't remember now. But I had these little scrappy pieces of material and leftovers from Stamperia, butterfly from Tim Holtz, and little trim and everything I got from probably Hobby Lobby. But here was an envelope that's in here, and I loved how this looked. I think, oh gosh, what is her name? I got the idea from this lady. If I can remember it, I will put it down in the description box. But I know I've made those before, and I probably linked her name in there, or said her name in there. Oh, this is a tree, and I thought it went well with this darker color brown over there. This is a little piece from Pink Monarch Prints. And then here was a leftover piece from a paper pad that I had that had bees and stuff on it. And I thought, oh, that goes pretty good there. It's the only thing I had that I thought would go well. These are little cushion pieces from the Dollar Tree as well. I put one of my faux stamps over here. It has a few little butterflies on it. Another belly band and pocket. Yeah, we're not done yet. I don't have anything in this pocket, but it is one. I love the little rose stenciling. Another stamp. And is this our last? Yeah, this is our last one. And then this is an upper tuck. I made an upper tuck out of that one because I did the stamping down here. Another one of those little cushion things. This is a glassine pocket. And I've got a doily on here, some Tim Holtz pieces, rub-ons, I believe, Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy sent me. And I think that's a rub-on too. And then these two pieces are leftovers from a Stamperia pad. So, and then I have a little bit of a rub-on from Tim Holtz there. And there's nothing on here. It's just a yellow piece of paper. So you can write on it. Okay. And then we've got more of that beautiful wildflower kit. Another big pocket. My pokeberry pink paper. I'm not about to do the pokeberries this year. Another stamp. The flies will attack you because those are so sweet smelling. They're poisonous, but they're sweet smelling. Another one of those little things. It's got a butterfly on it. Let's see, I didn't do any pocketing or tucks there. I've got another one of my correspondence clusters. Of course, because of that. And then this is just a little tuck. It could have something glued to it or have a little pocket on it, something like that. And then here's another big pocket. I didn't put anything in these big pockets, but they're here in case the recipient would like to put anything there. Now this is a silverware pocket that I got. I usually get them at Golden Corral. I have gotten them at Applebee's before. And I just made these little tucks to go in here. I mean, not tuck, little cards. So that goes there. And then I've got one just sticking out up here. That's the, I can't get it to come out. That's the same thing. I should have made it a little longer, I guess, but it's got Dream up at the top there. And another one of the Wildflower and Ikuda. I just glued that one straight down, but it went so well with this background. I thought that was pretty. And then here's another tuck. Now this has I think I called them a Z-fold booklet. But I've got the beautiful wildflowers there. I've got these two little insert tucks there. And then here's the back. And you fold it. You're supposed to be journaling here. And then here's a pocket on that side. And then you turn it on that side and you have this to journal on. And then you could probably write on the back of these if you wanted to as well. And then I just had that tucked in here. And then there's a stenciling and a stamp. And then the back. And I had this. It's too big. See how big it is? But I thought if I stuck it back here, they could use it for a bookmark. It does have a butterfly on it. So yeah. There we go. There is my big butterfly journal. And it's going to the shop tomorrow. And the paper that I want you to see. Let me set this over to the side. Now, I didn't do too many of these because I was kind of experimenting to see how it turned out. And I really love how they did. TheresaH Creates is who I saw do this. And she called them Gorgeous Dyed Papers. And it's like halfway through the video is where this style is shown. Now, the one she shows before that, it's kind of like her tea slurry, she calls it. But the way it's made is the way she makes hers. She has these two big containers. She puts a tea slurry in one, dips her paper. Then she puts her paper in an empty container over here, and she has sprays that she sprays. Now, I have 5 of them that I use for mine. And if you go to my Rhoda's Junk page, I have a few things over there about the different dyeing I did today, which I haven't got those papers ready yet to show you. And then I showed these outside where you can see them in the good light. It was only a 5-minute video, not very long. So mine were different. And then she crumples hers up. Now mine are different because I took and I put them in my tea, and I have like a instant coffee in mine as well. It's like 2 family size tea bags and 2 little Folgers instant packets, you know. So I put that in like a quart of water and I boil it on the stove. And then I'll take it, and that is my base. I took, and thanks to Wayne, who watches me and comments faithfully and everything, good friend, we chat all the time. He told me to crumple the papers first before they get wet or anything, because I was going ahead and putting them in the tea bath and then crumpling them. Well, that didn't work as well, and I wasn't getting very good results. So when he told me that, that's what I did yesterday, and man, I got the best results yet. Okay, so what I did, have my bath. I crumpled the paper first. Then I unroll it, put it in the bath of tea and coffee, and then I pull it back out, and then I crumple it again. Then I took the 5 different sprays and chose which one. This is wild honey. I think this is Mariner, something Mariner. And I got all of the ink sprays, the distressed ink. I didn't do oxide. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I had a brown, I had a vintage photo, I know. I had a black soot, and there was another one. I'm trying to remember what that was. Maybe another brown. But as you can see, and then I left them rolled up, and I kind of went and sprayed them on the outside in some spots, and then sometimes I wiggled it open and sprayed inside where I knew it would get inside of the ball. Turned out great. I mean, both sides. I don't know what this situation up here is exactly. Looks like it got red. But I've got a couple with the blues and the wild honey color. Now I've got a little bit of rip in some of them, so I'm going to come back in here. That one got really chewed up. But I'll put a little bit of glue on there, and I'll glue that back together again. But yeah, check these out. Every bit of... Now, the ones I did today, I did sort of the same thing, but I laid them out in the grass. I crumpled them before I got them wet. And then when I pulled them back out, I just laid them flat. And boy, did that ink go to all those creases that were made. Because I guess you break the fibers. This is my favorite. I don't think that I had anything pink, because I was hoping I had a red, but I don't. I don't have a red spray. But it got that color. You just don't know what color you're going to get. Now, I don't know how this one... See how this is square? It must be the way I'm folding it shut. There's another one in here, or maybe that's it, that's got that square on it. It just must be the way I folded it. But I made these for my Poe journal. Well, I got 4 Poe journals going now. Look at that. Yes. I think the yellow will go okay in the Poe. I don't know about the blue, but I may want to have some other colors in there. I especially like the black and brown combination. This one is almost pale in comparison to all the other ones. Here's another blue one. Of course, I got some little rip there I've got to fix. But, yeah. Really liked how they turned out. Oh, there's the other one. So, yeah, like I was saying, there must be a certain way I'm folding it. And it's creating a square there somehow. That's weird. Because those are 2 separate pieces of paper. Where's that other one? Yeah, I can't find it, of course. But these are very cool to make. There, that's it. Check it out. That's just a fluke. All right. Well, I really thank you for coming to visit. I appreciate all my subscribers and viewers. Been getting a few new subscribers lately. I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming. And thank you to all my old subscribers, my foundation people. Yeah. Okay. Well, check back with me again sometime. I hope to get this out tomorrow. Me and Mom's got to run to town, of course, so I got a little bit of work to do tonight. All right. Thank you all. Take care. Be healthy. Be happy. Adios.